float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Rumble, young man, rumble.
From the cradle to the grave, yeah, I wasn't born to behave. Nah, I was birthed in the dark, malice in my veins, with a cold heart. My mama left me and
We're back. 6sports. You already know your boy Chipper Jones. Boop, boop, boop.
Meat stick.
Mr. London, aka Black Magic.
Mr. London, mate. Nice to see you. Meat Stick. Nice to see you. How's everybody doing? Everybody? Yeah, we're back. Episode what? 36.
Yeah.
36 Mafia. Let's go,
36
baby.
weeks.
Got the summer prime time. That's what you know. That's what we've been doing. We just out there and enjoying the weather, swimming, barbecuing, drinking, making things happen. You know. And we're back. We're back to attack. Back with information. You know, it's the off season, so it's a little bit harder for us to come up with more content to talk about. But you know, us here at 6sports, we're always going to do our best to keep you guys informed and keep you like in the loop. Like, love, subscribe. So nice to be sitting with these two guys right now. So, what do you guys want to dive into? You got anything you want to talk about?
We should dive into NFL first.
Well, okay. Well, we got NFL scores updates right now. We got four preseason games right now. The final preseason of NFL preseason football. It's 3 weeks now, so 4 preseason games due to the 17 game schedule, which I'm cool with. I do see it going 18 game schedule next year or two. This is my personal opinion. So we got the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers and the 17-0 Carolina right now. It's preseason though, but it's third quarter right now. Sam Darnold 19 for 25, 162 yards, 2 TD passes. We got the Bills and the Eagles and Jets, 21-10 Jets. Eagles right now. Vikings, Chiefs, 14-3 Chiefs. And we got the next game, Colts Lions, 17-9 Lions.
Detroit,
So, for a couple preseason games, we got more tomorrow too as well. So,
How do you think Carolina's going to do during the regular season?
honestly, right now, they're going to give Sam Darnold a chance. I thought Sam Darnold got a raw deal in the Jets because if Adam Gase is your coach, you're not going nowhere. He's horrible, man. That's just my personal opinion. And on top of that, too, he's had different coordinators the whole 3 times in his career. So I think Carolina would be a good start for him. But at the same time, I think Carolina's trying to go after Deshaun Watson. That's just my personal. They're trying to get Deshaun Watson.
Trying to let all that other stuff blow over first.
Yeah,
you know,
they're going after Deshaun
clear the
Watson.
name and
That's my get. They're going
don't
after
taint
Deshaun
the-
Watson.
How does Buffalo do next season?
Well, Buffalo's going through a situation
doing
right
real
now because
good.
the situation with COVID, a lot of players don't want to get vaccinated. Cole Beasley was very outspoken about it. I think he's away from the team right now. I don't know if he tested positive for COVID right now, but the Bills are basically they're not thinking about COVID right now. But the Bills, in my opinion, I can see them
focus on
going.
football.
I can see them going 14-3. They're a legitimate contender this year in the AFC for Super Bowl championship.
Except my Dolphins got to deal with that.
What do the Steelers do this season?
Big Ben's got to see Big Ben. I think since last year in Pittsburgh.
He's got to go.
I think he lost a lot of weight. He's still a big quarterback, but I just don't trust the offense weapon they have. They got Najee Harris, the first round pick, running back from Alabama, roll tide all day, and their defense is still legit, but it's all on Big Ben.
Last chance.
And we'll see what happens. Like Dwayne Haskins, their backup quarterback. We'll see if TikTok Poppy, aka Juju Smith-Schuster, will get it back together, but we'll see. I see them. Mike Tomlin's never had a losing record since he's been a coach Steelers since 2007. I can see them going 10-7. I don't know if they're playing out the Cleveland Browns are the team that, in my opinion, in that division to beat right now. I have them in the division this year, Cleveland Browns, AFC North.
Who's going to be the biggest surprise of the season?
Chicago Bears.
Don't know about that. I love Justin Fields, but I'm not putting behind the offensive line. You see that hit he took against the Bills last week. His helmet came off. The O-line is horrible, and this is preseason. It's not regular season, so it's not. Me personally,
It's not 100%.
exactly. He's a future quarterback of that franchise, but I wouldn't put him out there right now because Andy Dalton is there. But it's a situation in Chicago. Matt Nagy, in my opinion, should be fired. He's coaching for his life right now. Me personally, Justin Fields is the future of that franchise. I want him to play, but that O-line is just. I don't want to risk it. He's the franchise player.
I'm going to say biggest surprises, Raiders, Miami.
Miami? Oh, we'll talk about that.
Man, me, babe. Don't worry
The Raiders,
about
they don't got a quarterback. I don't trust Derek Carr. They re-signed Marcus Mariota, but I don't know. Like, I like John Gruden's got to show me something this year.
Yeah, he's got to figure it out.
He's $100 million coach.
10
So
years
I got to see something from him this year.
All right.
Big surprise this team is going to be the LA Chargers. Justin Herbert.
Yeah, and they just got Sonny Michel.
No, that's the Rams.
Oh, Rams, yeah. Rams,
LA Chargers, LA Rams. Yeah, but
Chargers.
the Chargers for me, that's my biggest surprise this year. I'm looking to see those guys this year.
All right. So let's see. We'll run down the board now.
Yeah, we'll dive through NFL quick time. So Jameis Winston, he was announced the starting quarterback for New Orleans. How do you think about that?
Makes sense, man. Like, I think it's good for him. He sat a year behind Drew Brees, learned from that legend. And the offense, like, Taysom Hill's a good quarterback, but he doesn't really have the arm strength to throw the ball down the field. Jameis has an arm. Only issue with Jameis Winston, I just want to see another 30 for 30 season. 30 TD passes, 30 picks. I don't want to see.
Yeah, he set a record for like most receptions, but
Michael
he also
Thomas
threw 5,000 yards in a season too.
Michael Thomas is
supposed to be coming back.
Going back, his situation right now. I think
Alvin
Kamara. They got a nice team in the world, defense and everything. So I think Jameis. I'm happy. Jameis was the right decision to go quarterback in my opinion. So I got no problem with that whatsoever.
Yeah, I like Jameis Winston. He was saying today, like, too, he's like, I want to be like Drew Brees. I want him to hand over the torch. I want to stay in New Orleans long term. I understand that I, had like a bad season, throwing a lot of INTs, right? But hey, I don't know. Preseason, you see that one throw he did, and oh man, that was nasty. Nice catch by the receiver, but that was good, Winston. Also, then we got Aaron Rodgers. He's basically, this guy's on a don't give a shit like fiasco, you know what I mean? He's just out there to play and he has to show up, so he shows face, people ask him questions, so he answers, and he basically said today it's championship or disappointment. That's it. So you're not going to see him back in a Green Bay uniform next year, no way. And same with Devontae Adams too. He's going to be out of there, so they're going to play good. I bet on them to go play pretty well.
Do or die season?
I think everyone's saying Tampa. I don't think Tampa's going to repeat. I think the Rams are a good team.
Watch out for Washington.
They got a good defense. Their offense is suspect.
What's the guy's name? Chase
Young is up and coming. He's coming.
That guy's money. Chase Young.
He's coming.
And they got Ryan Fitzmagic.
Is he gonna want to stay there though?
If he might be the game changer, he might be the game changer for the team.
Depends on Washington. They get a quarterback. But like I said,
win championships with defense, and they got like one of the best defense.
And NFC, obviously, Tampa.
I was telling you that.
At the end of the day, Tampa's the top of the cream of creme in the NFC.
But Washington almost beat them last season with a fucking like the third stringer quarterback. So that's how crazy their defense is. Like that.
I don't know, man. Like I think, like I said, football starts less than 2 weeks. Cowboys, Buccaneers, Thursday night football.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice first game, man.
I hate the Dallas Cowboys, by the way, but
Hard Knocks, yeah. But Sonny Michel traded, so he went to the Rams, right?
It's a good pickup because they lost Cam Akers.
Yeah, from New England, right?
It's a good pickup for the Rams, but they lost Cam Akers for the year with torn ACL, so they got Sonny Michel. So the Rams are going to be a legit team.
Michel's good too.
I can't wait. And NFC West is probably arguably the hardest division of football with the Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals, and my Niners.
Oh. Odell Beckham Jr. Yeah, 41.
How are the Niners going to do this year?
They're gonna bounce back for sure.
Trey Lance or what?
Kyle Shanahan hasn't announced the start yet, but you're going Jimmy G.
I have that written down.
You're going Jimmy G. Like Trey Lance is good, he's raw, but you're going Jimmy G.
Dude, I gave Meat Stick my phone today. He looked in my camera roll. The last pictures and videos I had, I was at Levi's Stadium with like partying right?
Yeah.
And I was like, we gotta show him, but we reset the phone, so I can't pull it up now. But just funny story that we were talking about that. So OBJ, first day of practice.
Well, since he tore his ACL last season, right?
Yeah, so it was his first day. Like team drills, nothing like too intense, but just getting involved, getting loose, trying to get up to speed, right? The Ravens, they traded their rookie pick, what's his name? Sean Wade, cornerback to New England. So New England's getting rid of Sonny Michel, but picked up a rookie cornerback, right? Quarterbacks like Jalen Ramsey and
can never count out Bill Belichick.
Yeah, man.
Even though he's a cheater.
That's what I mean. And then also we got Ryan Tannehill. He was placed on the COVID-19 list. Yep.
Speaking of COVID, the NFL.
Tennessee, man, the only 10 I see, but watch out for them.
Speaking of COVID, the NFL Player Association came with an agreement because I think players were complaining about the whole if you get vaccination. So basically, players wanted to get vaccinated every 2 weeks. If like unvaccinated players are vaccinated, we're gonna get paid. We're gonna get vaccinated every 2 weeks, but now every week they're gonna get tested. Tested every 2 weeks. Yeah.
I like what one player on Buffalo. He had a
Cole
good
Beasley.
stance on it. He's like, personal choice. I agree with that. Pro-choice.
But I hear you, totally agree. But now the NFL is like, if you don't have enough players, you're gonna have to forfeit the games.
It's not only that. UFC
Not
found a
plus.
problem too. Going to New York to have a show or a game, that means you have to be
But
vaccinated.
yeah, because New York State, if you want to be inside, you
Right.
gotta be vaccinated.
So Chandler was supposed to fight on the New York card. Dana White said, "Hey, I'm not going to force my fighters to get vaccinated." So thank you, Dana. Always.
This vaccination thing is causing a big stir in sports and everything across the world right now.
It's turning it a big division. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's what it is.
it's not good. I don't agree with forcing people to do it. They should have every right to
Yeah, it's your right.
have their right. Like, you know, their choice. We just went over this, didn't we? Like a couple years ago, my body, my choice. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus, forget shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So Tannehill's on the COVID-19 list, yeah.
And so was their coach Mike Vrabel. He tested positive for COVID too as well. The coach,
Okay.
the coach is on it
I
too
think
as
there's
well.
nine guys between
Yeah.
coaches and
And
players.
Tennessee had a big outbreak last year too as well, and,
Yeah.
and they were fined $250,000 too as well. So I don't know what the hell's going on in Tennessee, but the NFL's got to look at that.
Getting too close to Florida.
As long as King Derrick Henry's, I'm not saying, but I love Derrick Henry. I know he's following
Yeah,
the rules.
that guy's a boss. San Francisco, Shanahan, he's not ready to name the starting quarterback.
It's
You were
Jimmy
saying
G.
that earlier.
It's Jimmy
Yeah,
G.
Jimmy G.
Garoppolo's trying. I don't care. No one's saying Jimmy Garoppolo.
And then Saquon Barkley, Joe Judge, I think is the coach. He says he's not playing until he does some contact drills.
Yeah, he tore his ACL, so he can't force
he's
that
like,
back.
no, he wants to play, but Joe Judge is like, no, you're not playing unless you fucking do some contact drills, and I see that you're all right. Hard Knocks talk, yeah, Dak Prescott. So he practiced yesterday, did some team drills. I don't know. It's
He's
America's team, right? Dallas Cowgirls.
But he's
Fucking
not going to be 100% all season. They said.
yeah, but that's
That's
the
a
thing.
nasty injury. He had his ankle. That
I
was,
got. I'm invested in Zeke, man. I think he's gonna go
I think
off.
this-
I think he's like he ain't gonna fumble shit.
This is my personal opinion. This is a make or break year for Zeke.
Yeah.
Ever since he got that money in 2019, he hasn't really done nothing.
Got,
This is a make
got
or
some
break.
charges and shit.
It's a
Fucking
make
fumbling
or-
some balls
This
and
is the make
shit.
or break. It's the make or break year for
Yeah,
Zeke.
your sophomore slump's over, bud.
If he doesn't get it out this year, Dallas is releasing. I'm telling
Yeah.
you right now. Cowboys will release Zeke.
Jerry Jones ain't got no time for that.
Facts.
And then Trevor Lawrence, he's named starting quarterback for Jacksonville Jaguars. Did you think anything other, or you knew that was gonna happen?
Sunshine Lawrence, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, man.
Sunshine.
I think it's gonna be a Big Dick Joe kind of thing. He's gonna get injured because he's coming out all cocky and wanting to make it happen. I know.
It's a lot
I love it. You know, like
And
the
I
start
saw
of the season, you see all the new rookies coming out. Like, yo, can he do it? Is he man enough? Let's go.
But on another note, the Jaguars' first round running back Travis Etienne, he's out for the rest of the. He injured himself in practice.
Hip
so-
or something?
Yeah, so he's out for the rest of the year. Which
Yeah,
is kind of
I
big
saw that
blow for
too.
them. But I know Carlos Hyde is there from former Ohio State quarterback. He played under Urban Meyer. So Jacksonville, they're not. I can see them winning 5, 6 games this year. They win five max games over this season.
Yeah?
That division's horrible anyway. AFC South's
Yeah.
horrible. That's Tennessee's.
Blake Bortles and Leonard Fournette, man.
So,
And then last thing I had written down was Teddy Bridgewater. He got the nod for a starting quarterback for the Broncos. So he was in a battle between what's the guy's name?
Drew Lock.
Lock, yeah.
It made no sense. For me, this is Vic Fangio. He has to get results right now because first 2 years hasn't really done nothing in Denver. So he has Teddy Bridgewater to get
It's like
the best.
another make or break year,
Yeah,
dude.
so-
Like you need to step
he-
up or shut up.
And he needs. Denver wants to see some results. He's got to win games this year. And Teddy
Yeah.
Bridgewater gives them the best chance. They got a solid defense. They got a decent running game. So to make that was basically on production and everything. Results.
Yeah, results.
That's start with Teddy Bridgewater.
Results
So,
matter, man.
yeah.
Perfect. So that's all the notes I got for NFL. Is there anything else you guys can think about that you want to talk about NFL wise?
I just think that their NFL starts in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to that. We want to start we want to do an NFL 6sports NFL draft.
Fantasy draft.
Fantasy draft. We want to do that.
Yeah,
So
I want to do it, yeah, because I've never done one and I want to do it because I know all these dudes that have it. Once they start, it's like all they talk about is like that's it.
it's intense.
And I know my
Football
players now. I know my teams. I know my players. I know my home games, visitor games. Like, let's go.
Who's your top 3 teams for the season, actually?
draft. NFL.
Yeah.
KC. Tampa.
You like saying those words? Tampa?
Buffalo. Well, those are the 3 top teams to me.
I'm going to say Tampa, Buffalo. I'm actually going to go
I like Tennessee.
Miami.
Julio Jones. we can talk about the top.
It's
We'll
hard.
talk about
I'm not gonna make my picks right now.
the top 5 quarterbacks under most pressure this year to succeed. Ain't Matthew Stafford because the line,
Detroit to
the Rams unload a lot to get him. So
Jalen Hurts.
like quarterbacks, makes a make or break for Matthew Stafford. Daniel Jones from the New York Giants. They got him all this talent. He has to do something. They got to make the play. They got to make at least go 10 wins, 11 wins, make the playoffs this year. And if he wants to get the Giants want to move forward, to move the franchise.
Saquon needs to fucking let's go.
Tua Tagovailoa, man. I think it's the make or break year for Tua.
Same here, man. Like I'm not convinced of the hype yet.
I love Tua.
But now he's got Waddle.
He has some weapons now.
I'm hoping that those
believe
guys
it.
just to bring that chemistry.
I
Like, I don't know.
Man. Tua's very accurate.
I love him, man. The Hawaiian man.
And then we got Baker Mayfield from Cleveland Browns. They haven't offered him a contract extension yet. Too. This is a big year for Baker.
I think it's going to be one of his better years this year, actually.
And the last quarterback, in my opinion, like I thought
Jared Goff.
No, I honestly, Carson Wentz. I know he had surgery because I know he has to come back and play because if he doesn't play, it's a bad look on him.
Yeah, he just had surgery or he's just getting it.
But I think he's back doing little drills now. Him and the other guy. Like,
okay.
Interesting. So yeah, but those are my 5 top quarterbacks under most pressure this year.
Yeah, but figure it out.
I believe in Tua. I want Tua to succeed.
I love Tua time, but
I like Baker.
Dolphins.
I like Daniel Jones.
I love sports. 6 sports. We love sports over here. See us? We just talk about it. We reminisce about it. We wish about it.
Those are my top 5 quarterbacks. Under most pressure this year to have to
That's what I love about Mr. London. He's always got those hard facts, and he's got the backup for it.
And next week we can talk about the records, like what team, like what the division, AFC East, South, West, North, NFC East, South. What's division, like how many wins you see a team getting?
Yeah, we can do that. I gotta do a little more investigative work for that, but I got that. But I'm definitely down and interested to do the fantasy pick. That'd be awesome.
Down for that NFC? A draft,
fantasy draft. Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
All right, so then we got some MLB and NBA. I know MLB's on, NBA's off, but what do you guys want to dive into? Anything? Baseball. All right, so fucking
right now the Jays are down 2-1.
But 1 BJ is better than 5 Yanks. Never forget it.
I don't know. The Yanks are fucking killing it.
But get it. 1 BJ is better than 5 Yanks. Okay, perfect. Yankees won 12 straight. It's the first time that.
61.
Yeah, 61 when Mickey Mantle was playing, bro.
And Roger Maris. And that's when Roger Maris hit the summer 61.
That's a long time ago, and that's real sick. Aaron Judge and fucking man. Love those guys.
It's talking about the Yankees a couple months ago. We're saying fire Aaron Boone and everything
money.
now. But me personally, I still think they're gonna get rid of the coach. And I mean the manager. Shoot, basketball, football, hockey are different.
I know.
Manager and coach. Sorry.
Manager, coach, exactly. Yeah. And what else we got going on? Noah Syndergaard. This guy, for some reason, he's not throwing sliders anymore because I don't know. Everybody assumes that they're coming, and the coach is telling him like, "What are you doing?" But Noah Syndergaard, Blue Jays picked him up, 1st round pick, and then we traded him fucking dummies for some bum McClot, fucking shitty pitcher that we used to have. But Noah Syndergaard, I think he's on the Mets.
Yeah, he's on the Mets.
Yeah, man. Watch out for him. He's back, and he's pissed. And then also Max Scherzer, one of the biggest signings for the LA Dodgers. That guy is money in the bank. If you're betting on baseball, you need to get Max Scherzer. If he's pitching, you get on that tip. And then Mookie Betts, he's on the LA Dodgers too, yeah? So he had a 16-game absence with a hip injury. So he's back. I think that's tonight. Wrote that down earlier today. So yeah, he's probably playing tonight. And then who else I got written down? Oh, Chris Sale. This guy. Boston Red Sox. Right? This guy's a freak, man. Yeah. I was telling you, like, you know how baseball jerseys, they button up on the front? Yeah, one game they were like pullover ones with no buttons on it, and he's like, "I'm not fucking wearing this."
That was in Chicago.
Yeah, and the team was like, "You have to wear it." He went into the locker room with a pair of scissors and cut every player's jersey like up, cut it with scissors and shit, so they couldn't wear them.
That was during the 2016.
Yeah, and he got like fined and like just like that's Chris Sale, and he just came back and he's 2-0, and he threw like 3 immaculate innings, where that means every pitch that he threw was a strike. No balls for 3 innings straight.
So the proof.
And like no hits, like just strike. He didn't swing at it, strike. It's maybe a ball, but it looks like a strike. Swing, miss, strike, like strikes, immaculate. Like I read that this morning. That's crazy.
Something to prove.
Yeah, man. Well, that guy's a psycho, but yeah, when Chris Sale's on the mound, you bet on that guy. See, Chipper Jones got the picks for you guys. Baseball pro line. Let's go. Point spread. What else we got? We got the Orioles. Yeah, they won or they lost. What was it? 19 straight, and now they're on a 2-game winning streak.
Yeah, but they're currently losing right now to Tampa. Last hour they're down 3-0 to Tampa.
Okay. And then we got Shohei Ohtani. He got his 41st home run of the. Shohei was actually pitching the game that Baltimore won. I bet on fucking LA to win that game because, like, obviously, who wouldn't? And they fucked me. They lost like 8-2 or 10-2 or something like that. But yeah, Shohei, this guy's gonna win MVP for sure. This guy's 41st home run, like pitching not no hitters, but like gems of games. So look out for him. And then also the Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. They had a 16-inning game.
Yeah, I think the guy Pollock, I think Fernando Petit.
Yeah, Pollock or something.
Pollock hit a home run at the top of the 16th.
Yeah.
Top of the 15th.
Dodgers, right? Yeah, and that shit. 5.5, 6 hours that game was. So
It's probably one of the longest games this year.
I'm okay with that. You get your money's worth over there.
See, you saw fans in the stadium,
Sleeping and shit. That's why exactly.
Especially watching
you
the
gotta,
game in the East Coast, man. I need to work the next morning.
Yeah, you got to pace it. Oh, I know. It's friggin' 3 hours behind us, so we're like late night. Our boy Ricky Ray, sick name, Ricky Ray. This guy, the pitcher, lefty for the Blue Jays, threw 14 fucking strikeouts. New Blue Jays record for a left-handed pitcher. It's like awesome. So shout out Ricky Ray. 6sports over here loves you. And then the last note I got written down for baseball is Justin Verlander, my guy. He's who's he with? Carrie Underwood.
Justin Verlander.
Verlander.
Kate Upton.
Kate Upton, another rocket. Justin Verlander, he's out for the season. Had to get Tommy John surgery, so that sucks for Detroit. No, Houston.
They're the cheaters anyway.
Houston cheaters.
I'm sorry. They're cheaters. I don't know that, man. They're cheaters.
All right, so yeah, man, we got the NFL, we got the MLB, we got the NBA.
We got the NBA.
That's all you guys are. Dive in. I need to grab a drink.
Grab one.
Right there. NBA, baby. Giannis.
Giannis actually showed up at AEW.
I saw that all over social media.
He had his own belt too.
That's a champion.
Honestly, when you're young, live it up. I think he's gonna have a better career than LeBron at the end of it all. I really do.
Giannis?
Yeah.
Better than LeBron?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's on Milwaukee right now. Wait till.
No, he is right. But LeBron didn't leave to go. He didn't join Superstars to win a championship. Giannis stayed in Milwaukee and won a championship. Mind you, they're the healthier team. A lot of bumps like Kevin Durant going down, Kyrie Irving and James Harden going down. They barely beat Brooklyn. Kevin Durant's toe was on the couple inches. They would have lost that series. Trae Young was giving it to him until he rolled his ankle. So,
But do you think Giannis stays with Milwaukee for his whole career? Neither do I.
I think after a couple years he's gonna leave.
I think he might get 2 championships even with Milwaukee.
Not next year. No, not next year. Brooklyn's coming out hard next year.
Trade deadline, man. Anything could happen.
Brooklyn's coming out hard next year.
And Milwaukee has the trade power too. They could trade away some talent.
Me personally, Milwaukee, they're the healthier team. That's why they won the championship. That's just my verdict.
Giannis was a freak, though.
Giannis
He
was dominated.
And the game when it counted, he was 17 for 19 or some shit like that with the free throws.
He made his free throws. That's why they won the series.
Money in the bank, shorty, what you drank. That was it.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been with the fans, so that championship, that's pretty crazy what Milwaukee pulled off this year. But then again, it was an easier road.
They've won the conference before. Like they've always been around.
I'm just saying, because like Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin James, they barely beat Milwaukee. They barely beat Brooklyn. And they're playing Atlanta. Trae Young was giving it to them, and all of a sudden he rolls his ankle. Then Giannis has that freak accident,
but comes back.
I think he's still feeling the effects of that. He just won't say nothing.
Not now.
Champ is here.
Space Jam.
But like I said, I'm happy for him. I'm happy going to championship. But that's last of them. They're not winning a championship. That's the last time winning a championship. So
have you seen Space Jam?
I've heard so-so reviews about it.
Well, I did.
People told me that they went and watched the original one, Michael Jordan.
What?
Some of my friends says they watched the original one, Michael Jordan '96.
They just watched
They
it.
watched the original one. They couldn't watch the LeBron one. They watched
LeBron won. It's made for kids. You got to pass the torch somehow. I guess LeBron's the best fit for the torch for this generation. He ain't no Jordan, but
Never had, never will be.
he's the best fit to be a generational player for this generation.
He's just he is a legend. He's won a bunch of stuff. Went different ways about it to do it, but a lot of kids idolize him and look up to him, just like Dak Prescott, like Tom Brady, just Francis
Giannis.
Ngannou. Like these guys do their thing, and people look up to him, and that's it.
Giannis also has a movie being produced by Disney.
Giannis?
So, yeah.
Oh, shoot. I know that.
That's
So, he doesn't have to carry the Space Jam title. He has his own movie.
You want to know another fun fact about Giannis? He bought some stakes in the Milwaukee Brewers.
I heard about that. I heard about
Yeah, he's getting on the fucking let's go tip, spread the love. That's what you mean. That's what I mean. He's like investing in baseball in Milwaukee. Why would he want to leave Milwaukee? Stocks. It's just he's a guy that wants to stay. He signed before,
You can move
could have
the
made more
stock.
money and gone different places. The better team.
No. He could have got less. But I think he would have. Listen, Giannis signed that big deal. In 2 years now, if he gets frustrated, he can go listen, I want out of here. He can call Masai and Masai.
Yo, hook me up.
You remember Masai? The Cowboys, the Raptors just resigned
Imagine
Masai
that.
Jerry to
You guys are
5-year
dreaming.
deal. It was $50 million, a million year contract. Masai, so I believe Masai Jerry has a plan for the Raptors.
Masai Ujiri is the highest paid president, or president.
So
He just got new
So he's getting
contract.
$50 million a year for 5 years. So Masai's not going to leave in Toronto anytime. So he loves Toronto.
No, that's
So,
dedication.
Thank
right
God for
there.
that dude in Toronto. Man. He lost the championship, so we love you, Masai.
Yeah, man. So speaking of LeBron, and he's a Rich Paul guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
So from the Knicks, this guy Noel, you know Noel on the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's filing a lawsuit against Rich Paul. I didn't read into what or why he's doing it. I just saw it.
It cost him like $58 million, and he could have made it other.
Could have made it.
Yeah, so that's what's going on with that.
Okay. And then another thing I just wrote down was happy belated birthday to Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. It just passed not too long ago.
It's been
Happy-
how many years now? 2?
It was last January.
Too long. Man, I missed that guy. Black Mamba, though. Happy birthday, man.
It was his Kobe Day on
Yeah.
Tuesday, August 24th. How ironic, 8/24.
Yeah.
First jersey, first 10 years of his career,
now
8. Last 10 years of his career, 24, August 24th.
Yeah. You didn't know that was why he did it?
No, it's just funny. It's just
That,
way,
no, it's
just
crazy.
the way it
Yeah.
happened. Like
That's fucked.
August number 8,
Eight,
first 10 years, the last
24.
number year 24. It's just ironic. I'm like, damn.
August 24th?
Yeah, Kobe 8/24, number jersey.
Jackson's birthday.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Told you he's going to be something big. And then the Warriors, Steph Curry with the shot, boy. They're aiming for Christmas Day.
Okay,
Christmas Day for Clay.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's
Splash,
insane.
splash, splash, brother's going to be back.
With the NBA games for Christmas Day,
I'll get into this.
you got Atlanta, New York, 12 o'clock. Boston, Milwaukee, 2:30. Golden State, Phoenix, 5 o'clock. In the big game, Brooklyn, Los Angeles, 8 o'clock. And the last game, Dallas, Utah, nightcap.
I would not be surprised if Steph Curry keeps up the pace he did last year alongside Clay. If Clay can keep up his pace, Golden State could win a championship because Steph Curry is not human. That guy could shoot from anywhere. That guy could. He's a leader.
Yeah,
Draymond Green.
Brought back Iguodala too as well.
Draymond Green's a good defensive player, but when you had two shooters like Clay and Steph, oh man.
Speaking of Draymond, I know people are getting on Draymond last week. I think Kevin Durant had that interview on Bleacher Report talking about the
Yeah,
situation.
putting Kerr on blast.
About the whole situation with their infamous brawl on the sideline.
Yo, man, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah.
And like I said, me personally, I got no problem with it, man. I know they talked, addressed it, but they're just being real. They're just being honest. And people are saying that the Golden State Warriors should get rid of Draymond. Draymond he's speaking facts how he felt.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
He's doing pretty good on that commentary.
Yeah. So either way, he's a bright future in commentary, broadcasting anyway, and TV. So I don't care.
Yeah, man.
Draymond, KD's very sensitive dude though. Like he's very thick-skinned. So
The other thing about Draymond, when they asked him about if he's a better defender than Pippen, remember that? And he said,
he's the greatest defender of all time.
But if you're playing a sport, that's how you have to think to be the greatest. You can't think someone else is greater than you.
You
So
gotta think you're better than everyone else. You gotta have that mentality.
you have to.
You are the standard.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna applaud Draymond, especially on his commentary lately. He's hilarious. And Charles Barkley with street clothes. Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis got a new trainer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So hope he's not injured this year.
Does he have some new limbs?
I like Anthony Davis. He just can't stay healthy, man. He's a Chicago product. I love him, man.
He's a tall, lanky fella.
Yeah, but now he's a Laker who
Also
signed with.
Isaiah Thomas.
Oh my God, that team.
Carmelo Anthony, Trevor Ariza, I think Wayne Ellington went there.
Dude, it's a joke. It's literally a joke, man.
No, it's not. Brooklyn wins.
Like,
Brooklyn's gonna win the championship.
money.
Brooklyn wins the championship.
All those
Kevin
guys,
Durant,
those
James
guys are
Harden,
healthy. Yeah,
Kyrie
they're healthy.
Irving are gonna come out with vengeance. On top of that,
KD's the best player in the
on
world.
top of that, they brought Patty Mills from San Antonio. That's instant offense right there. The Brooklyn Nets win the championship year. Milwaukee. I would think Milwaukee might get against the conference final. I think Miami might be. Miami, they got PJ Tucker, Kyle Lowry, Markieff Morris.
Jimmy.
And I said they got on top they got Jimmy Butler. Damn, they got a bunch of rough riders on that team.
Yeah, man.
Miami's gonna beat up.
Who's
Milwaukee
Oladipo playing for?
Miami too.
Exactly,
So
Oladipo.
Miami is gonna be Miami's gonna challenge
Oladipo.
the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, sir.
Milwaukee's not going to the conference finals this year. They're not winning
Kyle.
the championship this year.
Mike Lowry. I love that. Kevin Garnett, we were talking about this earlier. Number 5 in Boston. His jersey going to get retired up there.
It's probably Minnesota hasn't retired his jersey, but I know the situation.
What was his number there?
21.
21,
but I know him
yeah.
and the owner in Minnesota don't get along, but they need to retire them in Minnesota too
His
as well.
dog. That
They
guy's
better retire
straight.
his content in
Yeah,
Minnesota.
he's an OG. Like,
Kevin Garnett needs to.
guy's an Ice Cube
he needs
type.
To ease off this whole reality thing, man. Like grow up.
Yeah.
Grow the hell up, bro. I'm a big fan of you, man, but you need to grow up, man. Let it go.
And then the last note that I had written down, Meat Stick will love this, is Kevin Durant. He just partnered up with Weed Maps.
Yeah.
I heard something
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, because he wants to destigmatize, like, pot smoking. You know? So that's awesome.
Destigmatize.
Like, get rid of the stigma of, like, smoking weed is terrible for you.
All right, I'll
I
destigmatize
don't
it for
even
you
know
right
if that's a
now.
word.
Clear the throat. I'll destigmatize it for you right now. Helps you sleep, clears your mind, and makes me really creative. So, I'll join Kevin Durant on this mission.
That's what I got for the NBA. I got a little PGA fucking golf action for y'all.
Oh yeah, another thing too. The NBA calls that COVID-19 vaccination for most NBA staff, for the staff, not players, but for the staff.
That's kind of bullshit.
It is,
Staff are more
Yeah.
exposed to the public.
and they're around. I don't know. This whole vaccination thing is. And another thing too, I don't know if you guys watched that documentary on Netflix, The Malice in the Palace Untold.
Yeah,
It was good. I wish it could have been better and long. I wish they could have gone into more things. I know Jermaine O'Neal made some interesting top points, but he didn't really go into deep. But it was a good documentary, but I wish it could have been better though. And me personally, 70 minutes, 80 minutes is too short for a documentary. It needs to go these part 1, part 2, part 3 because
2, 3,
there's
4
so
hours.
much in that document that happened
Information,
that night. In our test, we can tell he was not.
Yeah,
he was
Ron
not, he was
Artest.
in his right mind at that time. Plain and simple.
Just trying to make the show.
But it was a good doc. It was good. It could have been better. I mean, personally, it should have been longer. It should have been like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5.
Yeah,
That's so similar to OJ. The OJ thing. OJ in America years ago.
Miami, baby. Yeah, I hear you. Then I got a little PGA. Got some golf action for you guys. BMW Championship. So it's the playoffs. It's the playoff for golf right now. So there's like, I don't know how many tournaments it is. I'm still
Is
learning.
Ryder Cup coming up soon.
Ryder Cup's at the end. So America versus
The world.
the
Right?
world, yeah. But the BMW Championships, the last weekend was the Northern Trust, TD Bank, I believe, or Northern Trust, something, whatever. Top 150 players play. If you make the top 70 cut from that tournament, you make the BMW Championship this week. So the top 70 are competing in the BMW Championship. It's in Maryland. Beautiful course. Holy shit. Have a day, Bryson DeChambeau. This guy shot a 60, a 12 under par. That's fucking nuts, dude. Like that's robot stuff. So he's leading the pack, 16 under, Bryson DeChambeau. Then we got my guy, sponsored by Hugo Boss. How do you say it? Boss. Hugo Boss.
Hold on.
Patrick Cantlay. He's got Cantlay. It's a good one. He's 15 under, And then the boy, Rombo, John Rahm, the Spaniard, he's 15 under, tied up. Then we got Sanjay Im, 14 under. Sergio Garcia, the Spaniard again, 12 under. Hudson Swafford, the Brit, 11 under. We got Sam Burns. This guy's got a killer mustache, you know. He's a quick play kind of guy. A lot of people in golf, right, when they're like playing shots, they'll stop. They'll like walk around their ball. They'll do like a whole circle and look at all the angles of the green and where it's dipping and dodging and diving. He's not one of those guys. He's the guy who like looks at it, looks at the hole, got it, goes. He lost the tournament a couple weeks ago because he did that. But Sam Burns 11 under. Then we got Rory McIlroy, my boy, 10 under, and then Abraham Answer, the Mexican wonder. It's got a tequila company. You got to check it out. But there's your PGA talk for you boys and girls.
Another news too. Cristiano Ronaldo has resigned back with Manchester United. I didn't see that coming.
I seen it coming.
You did?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to Man
He
City.
loved it there. He got chased out because of tax reasons. He got paid, and
He got paid in Manchester.
every player wants to retire where they came from, pretty much.
Makes
So
sense.
I understand it.
And I know we talk tennis a lot. I know Venus Williams, Serena Williams, Roger Federer, and Rafael Nadal withdrew from the U.S. Open that starts next week, U.S. Open tournament. So I don't know if it's gonna be really that much juice. And I know Naomi Osaka. I don't know if she's gonna be in tournament this year as well too. But it's not a lot of juice like it usually has. So Djokovic has a clean path for a Grand Slam this year.
What about Messi?
The Joker, Serbia, baby.
Paris Saint-Germain.
That was big.
Oh man,
Is Neymar on that team?
yeah. It's Neymar, Di Maria,
So I wonder if Luis Suarez is
Messi,
gonna go
Mbappe. They got all of them. And apparently Mbappe wants out. Okay, I like how you guys started talking about soccer. So yeah, Champions League draws were just made. So Messi's on PSG now, and they're in the group of death playing against Barcelona in the first leg of Champions League. So Messi's got to play his old team for like right off the bat.
Perfect.
Yeah, I love it. Antoine Griezmann, my boy, the Frenchman, playing on Barca, but
To beat
yeah,
the man,
Messi.
you gotta beat the man.
But PSG by far is like probably like top 2 teams in the
Not
world.
if.
In the world,
With.
yeah. Like Neymar, Di Maria, like they have so many guys.
Messi's my dude. I love Lionel Messi. That's my boy. I love.
Yeah,
he's my dude.
I don't know. I just hated on Messi and Ronaldo, but I hated on them, so that meant that I
couldn't-
loved
I
them
couldn't-
so much
I
more.
couldn't stand Ronaldo because back in high school, all the girls kept
Yeah,
freaking talking.
divas
I
and
got
shit.
irritated the hell out of number
This
one.
guy's crying and diving. That's
Yeah.
what I didn't like about them. But yeah.
Well, he's a great soccer player. I give him that. He's a hell of a soccer player, one of the all-time greats. But I just prefer Messi. Messi's my
Oh yeah,
dude.
Messi's just
Messi's my
Argentinian.
dude. So that's all I have to say. And another thing too, we're gonna be giving away a couple jerseys. Should we tell them what jersey we're gonna give away?
We should show them the
I think we should.
Can you hold the mic?
Yes, I can.
So
microphone.
unfortunately, the Blue Jays lost tonight 2-1. But we still got. We're gonna give you.
I thought he was going to say,
Guerrero,
unfortunately, we only have a Vladimir.
But we're
Boy,
gonna
this is
give away
fire.
a Vladdy Guerrero jersey.
Like, love, subscribe.
Vladdy Guerrero jersey, and football season's coming up, and we're giving away
Our
Patty
boy.
Mahomes former
Pat
Super Bowl MVP,
Mahomes.
league MVP, a Super Bowl champion, Patty Mahomes jersey. So,
Just need to spread the word,
Spread
tell
the
your
word.
friends, and
so
subscribe.
we'll be
6
announcing
Sports
these,
is back and harder and better than ever.
and we'll be announcing these. We'll keep giving jersey in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks?
I will give
Yeah,
you
2 weeks
yours.
we're going to do it?
Also, if you guys keep subscribing, we're getting close to 100. We have a lot of
The
gifts coming
algorithm
up.
will come through.
Also, we have gift cards coming out for number 90. So, you know, that's only 5 away.
Yep.
So, 5 away, that's gift cards. 15 away, you get a jersey. One of you,
And-
not all of you.
And so,
One.
other news. This is my news. Let the boys know. There'll be no more Friday Night Lights. It'll be officially known. There'll be a new 6 Sports will be a new podcast called the Black Magic Podcast. We talking about sports, anything around various topics, movies,
I like it.
politics, whatever you want to talk about it, women, relationship status, everything.
Current events,
current events
fashion,
around the world,
music,
what's going on.
food.
The Black Magic Podcast will be coming in the fall. Let's let you guys know. It's a new podcast 6 Sports will be doing. Black Magic Podcast coming out this fall.
Sounds like a
I hope
winner
I
chicken
hope I
dinner.
can be a special guest because I'm definitely
I'll
coming
be
on
hosting
that.
that, like you said, current events, various topics we can talk about. Just not sports. Anything you want to talk about on the show, we'll talk about it.
If you want to talk sports, we know the sports, but we're talking about everything else.
Everything.
I like
on
it.
that podcast.
Also, I got Twitch going on right now. You know, if you want to follow me on video games, you want to be part of the team.
What? You got a Twitch?
Yeah.
That's sick.
So LazyBoy035 on Twitch. I'm looking for a bunch of people that like to play video games. I don't care if it gets big, but
I don't play video games.
I'm a Grand Theft Auto type of guy. I'm also
a Call of Duty's my thing. I played Call of the years.
I'm a swim 20 lengths in that pool kind of guy.
I'm also an NHL type of guy too. So
Madden. I love Madden. I love my football video games, man.
I like Madden too.
I create my own player, me and quarterback, and I kill it with 49ers.
What about Gran Turismo?
That's coming out again, eh?
You love the Gran Turismo? Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
My son.
Yeah, Nürburgring.
My oldest son.
What about Need for Speed?
That's there too. But my oldest son, he started getting into the Fast and Furious.
Shout out, Raga.
Speaking of Fast and the Furious, you see that last movie?
No, but I heard it was terrible.
It's the same thing.
Listen, when you got people driving cars in space and flying through goddamn satellites and they don't die, it's bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm like, I can't.
They made it to space.
I don't know. I can't.
They made it to space.
You gotta have an open imagination to watch a movie like that.
How are you gonna crash your car into a satellite and you don't die? I just can't.
I didn't even see it yet, but I'm gonna.
Sorry for spoiling for you, but I just irritated the hell out of watching. I'm like, oh.
Truth hurts sometimes.
I'm trying to tell. Oh, I can't. Sorry.
Speaking of time and space.
Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley?
No. Time and space. We have Black Magic's This Time in History.
This day in sports history.
Back with the remix. These boys are my sons like Phoenix. My city and state never ever seen this. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a young boy genius. On a futon, I'ma give it that penis.
Alright, this is Black Magic. Is my segment. This day in sports history. This day in history in general, but on today, this day in sports history. 4 years ago on this date, everyone was watching the Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather fight. 4 years ago, it was a huge event. They toured all across North America, even here in Toronto. A couple of my friends went to that whole promotion thing. It was a big time box office event. I think Floyd won that fight in 10 rounds. Conor put up a good show. He got $100 million for that fight, so I can't go wrong at that. Man he made bank that night, and I don't have an issue with Conor doing that. He's laughing to the bank right now. He has his own whiskey and everything, but he hasn't been the same since that fight though. But he still has his money. And on this day too, Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt won the 200 meter contest, adding to his gold medal total too as well. So one of the greatest Olympian sprinters of all time, hails from my country, Jamaica. So shout out to Usain Bolt. And on this day too, another sad tragedy. Jessie Combs, that female driver, race car driver, she was killed in a crash a couple of years ago doing on an event in Oregon, which is sad. But you know, she was considered one of the greatest, fastest women on wheels. So shout out to her, rest in peace to that angel. And like I said, one of my favorite shows of all time, sitcoms in the 90s, came out on this day. The Martin Lawrence Show on Fox, 5 seasons. Martin, Gina, Pam, Tommy, Cole, the whole shebang. That was Shanae. That was one of my all-time favorite comedian shows ever. Martin killed it, man. And that's what put Martin onto the top, become a superstar with the movies Bad Boys, Big Mama House, Wild Hogs, Nothing to Lose, which is another classic movie, by the way, with him and Tim Robbins, Black Knight. What else he had? Like, he had Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Martin Lawrence says he's killed it. He's killed it all over. He's killed it. He's one of my favorite comedians of all time. But that show, Martin, August 27, 1992, 29 years ago to this day, premiered on Fox. One of my all-time favorite shows of all time. I can't. Shanae, like I'm telling you, that show, Martin and Pam always going at it, man. It killed me. Gina always getting tired of Martin's schemes and everything. Cole, Martin, and Tommy. Rest in peace to Tommy. I know he passed away 4 years ago too as well. Great show. That was one of my all-time favorite comedian shows of all time. But that's today in sports history. So see you guys back next week. We got more stuff to dive back into in my vault. Take it easy.
Back with the remix. These boys are my sons like Phoenix. My city and state never ever seen this. Jimmy Neutron, I'm a young boy genius. On a futon, I'ma give it that penis.
And we're talking.
All right, so that was This Day in History with Black Magic, and
Mr. London Mike.
yes, sir. Now we have the fight game coming up, the MMA, the boxing. So let's start off with the big boxing fight this week. I hate to call it big because it's Jake Paul. I hate to call it big, but it is big. It's not a big boxing match. It's
big viewer.
Big entertainment. Big entertainment. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Who do you have?
Tyron Woodley.
I want Tyron Woodley to win.
I think Jake Paul's gonna win.
It's just boxing versus MMA, right? Boxing, wider stance throwing, smaller gloves. No, wait,
Athlete
MMA.
versus YouTube star.
No, MMA. MMA is wider stance, smaller gloves. Boxing, bigger gloves, a lot more blocking. Cross block, there's a lot more to know. Same time, you don't talk about a man's mother. And
Ooh, that was a no-no.
you seen that press conference?
Oh yeah.
That's not what you do, right?
No,
So
you don't
I'm
do
gonna.
that in press conference, grocery store, doctor's office. You don't do that.
This is Jake Paul's best challenge to date. If he beats Tyron Woodley, I would like to see him fight a legit boxer afterwards, like Tyson Fury's brother. And yeah,
I think Jake Paul said he's want to be a boxer. He wants to be a billionaire.
I think he's gonna get there.
Him and his brother are on their way.
I think his brother's already like pretty much there. Like, I don't think it takes much to be a billionaire nowadays.
Call you back.
But we'll see. Like I said, I can't stand. I know Jake Paul annoys me, but he's making money, so I can't hate on him, man. He's doing the big thing. His brother doing big things.
Well, look at the Logan Paul fight versus Mayweather, right? Did you see what Logan Paul said in that last round? We just made millions. It was like money grab.
And like I said, whoever bought that fight, shame on you. Shame on you.
Do you see
Nah, I stream-
Mayweather's
stream
response?
it all the time.
I streamed the hell out of that. There's no way else paying money for that.
Stream.
Do you see Mayweather's response after that? I just pulled the biggest money heist in history.
He's been doing that for years, man.
He didn't want to knock him out. He just wanted you to buy
He did
it.
knock him out. He held him up, man.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like Tyron
Do you
should
think
win.
Floyd?
but
Do you
it's
think
gonna be
Floyd?
rigged.
Do you think
Bullshit.
Floyd is gonna fight Jake? Cause that'll be the fight everyone wants to see.
Floyd Mayweather
Jake
is
Paul,
done fighting.
for now. It's
No.
entertainment. It's entertainment for him. If he wants to fight Jake Paul, people will buy money for that. Trust me, he'll do it.
No, he said it last time after the Logan Paul fight. He's like, this was too much publicity. He's like,
Trust me. When the Brink truck comes to his house, he'll change his mind.
but don't you think he makes enough money on like just investments alone?
Here's a strip club in Vegas.
He
Yeah,
does.
he does.
I wanna go
Me too.
Actually, I don't think we can afford to be there.
there. That's true. I don't think so.
Maybe one of us could make it with our yearly salary, but that's about it.
Oh man, you just gotta know people.
Now, we'll get to the nitty gritty too. MMA. Since the card is far away, I'll get into a fight day by day on the card, but we'll get into the main, like the one I'm looking forward to most is Nick Diaz,
Stockton, motherfucker.
Robbie Lawler 2. 17 years in the making, number 2. Diaz brother. Oh yeah, and speaking of Diaz brothers, Nate Diaz wants to start his own fighting promotion. He just wants the dogs. He wants the guys who like
Dog pound.
yeah, he wants the dog fighters, like, you know, the guys who cut you open, the guys who fight. He doesn't want this pussy shit no more. And his boxing he wants.
Nice.
Yeah. So the Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. Do you guys see much of it?
No, I'm looking. Oh, I know.
I see the highlights.
No,
and
Pacquiao
the
lost
build-up.
last week. I know Pacquiao lost last
Oh.
week.
Could you imagine he actually fought Spence? Spence would have tore his ass apart. Sorry,
That's
man.
right.
He got lucky he fought.
Yeah, he still lost.
He's lucky he fought that man, though.
I think Pacquiao should retire. He's a great boxer. He needs to retire.
Why not retire, though? You have the best legacy, and just do the Mike Tyson thing. Fight old guys that, like, you know, doesn't mean shit on your record.
Exactly.
I agree with that.
And the big fight, October 9th, I know my friend was messaging me, you make sure you're at my house. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3, October 9th. That's Thanksgiving weekend.
All right, you want to get into this now? All right.
That's, I'm like 6 weeks away from that. 6 weeks away from now, but I'm looking forward to that trilogy fight.
Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury versus Wilder, the Bronze Bomber. The Bronze Bomber. Knockout King, actually.
I'm looking forward to that fight.
Tyson Fury tasted that knockout power and still got up.
I was surprised you got up. I was watching that, but I'm like, damn, you got knocked the fuck out.
That last press...
You got knocked the fuck out.
But the last press conference, Tyson Fury said something really clever. He's like, you could train as much as you want. You could become fast as you want. You can get stronger. But when you get punched in the face, you're going to revert back to the old Wilder. And I agree with that.
I agree with that 100%.
I think Fury knocks out Wilder again. And I think Anthony Joshua Fury is going to be the biggest event sold in UK. What's the biggest UK stadium again?
Wembley.
Wembley, right?
Stadium, yeah.
Wembley
Manchester
Stadium.
United.
I think they're gonna sell out that
Alba.
stadium in the UK.
Oh,
Fury
well,
versus
It's
AJ.
there. It'll be sold out for sure.
Pending COVID, how stuff go over there.
But then they go to Abu
Sold out.
Dhabi.
Whatever number the number is, it'll be sold out.
Then they go to Abu Dhabi like everybody else.
Abu Dhabi's actually building a Formula One track right now.
Abu Dhabi has
Yeah,
money.
but
They got
they got the
money.
most money. That's the Prince money. That's that oil money.
Oh, another thing too for me personally, man. That 100-meter race last week, that American girl Shakira Richardson was talking all that smack, and she came last.
She got knocked the fuck out.
And like I said, my country, that's the area code is 123 in Jamaica. That's
Yeah.
the area code. 1, 2,
Yeah.
Uno, dos, tres.
The original area code.
Jamaica
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3. And
I like
she was talking smack, but I'm not done here. I'm a six
Ooh.
fast. And my fellow Jamaican, Sherry, I praise your price, just walked by laughing. I told her to shut her mouth. Cameras caught it though. I caught exactly what she said. It was hilarious, but yeah. That girl talks so much trash.
In those side sports, any other big news? Any other big boxing fights? Fury versus Wilder is huge. That's happening sooner than we think.
October 9th, so that's coming.
And that's one of the biggest boxing fights. If Wilder wins, you know how much of an upset that would be? Know how much money's going to be lost
If
between...
Wilder wins that fight, I think he's going to have to fight Joshua for sure. Anthony Joshua. Either way, whoever wins that fight is fighting Joshua.
Yeah.
But realistically,
Fucking break,
do
man.
you think Wilder gets the job done that day?
No.
The first fight, Tyson Fury won that first fight. I'm surprised he got after that knockdown.
Came back from the dead, yeah.
Second fight, Deontay Wilder just got outboxed. Fury gave it to him, and he shouldn't wear all that goddamn. He looked like coming out the ring, coming to the ring side of that fight. Second fight, he looked like he was Shredder.
Yeah, he called him a Power Ranger.
He looked like Shredder, rocking all the armor and everything.
Fury outboxed him the second
And
fight.
Fury is smart. He had people carrying him to the ring instead of walking all the
He was
armor.
doing Muhammad Ali moves. He was going back to he was dragging him to the corner.
Rope-a-dope?
And yeah, he was just, not even rope-a-dope. He wasn't getting hit. No, when he did the head movements, just dodging punches. And then he sang his song. Miss American Pie.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to that fight. That's going to be one sick-ass fight. It's going to be a great...
So we all got Fury. We all got Woodley.
I like it.
All right. I think that's good.
Check out Ted Lasso.
The show called on TNT called Titans, it's like Batman.
Yeah.
Robin, that's
I was
actually-
watching that lately too.
It's a sick show, a lot of gore and everything. It's actually
They got the red mask in there now, or the yeah.
Deathstroke. They got all that. Deadshot. It's a killer ass show, man. It's a sick show. I love it, man. Titans. You got Rising of Canaan. You got Animal Kingdom, Godfather,
Animal
Harlem,
Kingdom.
and a new show that's coming out next month. 50 Cent produced it. It's based on black mafia family in Detroit. Eminem's gonna make an appearance in that show too. I don't know if he's gonna play White Boy Rick, but that show comes out next month on Stars. Looking forward to that. It's gonna be a sick ass show. I cannot wait.
Curtis is killing
50 is killing it right now.
it. Curtis killing it.
Ja Rule, where you at?
Of course,
Firefest.
I got the kids shows. Marvel What If, great show. The last one's kind of like for adults. There's murder, lots of it. Check it out. Any movies, guys?
Suicide Squad came. I haven't seen it yet.
I seen it.
Is it good?
Oh, buddy, it's actually great. Like John Cena and Ibris.
Idris Elba,
Oh, those guys are.
mom's husband. Yeah.
You know The Rock and Jason Statham.
Yeah.
How they work good together.
Yeah.
That's the bond right there. Same
So
thing.
you can see something in the future down the road. Those two.
Oh yeah. Especially if you watch Suicide Squad, there is more down the road.
I'm gonna check it out when I get some time. I'll watch it. Next time when I'm not always working. When I get some time.
I'll send you the link.
I have it at home.
Man,
I have it at
yeah.
home. I'll watch it. when I get
Oh yeah, I also told Jipper here, Stuntman. Movie on Disney. Check it out. Documentary. It'll actually get you excited for the guy. Like The Rock paid for his stuntman to do his stunt that he always wanted to do. It's crazy.
Check it out.
Yeah, I gave it a 9.7, I believe, on the Gypstick.
I like it.
So
Well, guys, it's been so good getting back together, ripping the 6 sports.
the click,
Cataract. Don't know shit about that.
the click commander.
Pussy.
That was from
Jason-
Jason
Oh, yeah. See, if you don't know, now you do. So go watch it.
I'm actually watching it.
But, We're gassed. We've been working out in the sun all week, just sweating it. No water, no sunscreen, no fucks given. We're just doing our thing. So Chipper Jones signing off. Friday night, I got to do my thing. We're here for you guys.
Me Stick saying you guys have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the weather. Stay hydrated. Drink some beer.
Man, everyone just be safe. Like Me Stick says, tip your server because the bars are open up and everything. So just tip those guys.
Yeah, slip the tip. Late night.
Oh, I forgot to say something. Jay Cutler, NFL quarterback, former quarterback, has a problem dating.
Kristen Cavallari.
He says it's hard for him to date. I'm like, you're a millionaire.
It's because he owns a bunch of emus and like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. But 6 Sports.
He's a horrible quarterback, by the way.
Yeah, he was. Played for the Dolphins too. This son of a bitch.
This guy injured his knee in the NFC Championship game. In the second half, he's riding the bike.
Yeah.
And he got destroyed.
See ya. All right, so 36 Mafia, 36th episode. 6 Sports. Like, love, subscribe. We're back. Check us on Spotify. Check us on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on everything. We're here. We'll be back. Anything else?
Nope. Signing off.
Love you guys. Have a good time.
Peace.
Later, bitches.